Hello, everybody. Welcome to the MTG Place podcast, your place for all things magic. With me today is Josh. How's it going, Josh?
What's up, everybody?
So today we are going to be continuing our set reviews. I think we got blue today, but before we get into all that, this show is sponsored by you guys directly on the Patreon. Got different tier levels you can sign up for. It's pretty cool. Also, if you want to support us in another way, you can using our TCG Player affiliate link, which can be found in the show notes and on our website, mtgplace.net. So if you want to pick up any of the cards you see today, please use that link first.
Yes, sir.
All right, so Magic news. We had a little bit of news come out. What was the first major thing? I guess we had Commander brackets.
Yeah, they finally have a beta of Commander brackets. We'll just quickly go over there's a 1 through 5 system. 1 is like below precon, like everything restricted. The no tutors, no infinite combos, no game changer, no land destruction. Then 2 is basically like precon level. 3 is an upgraded precon where the big thing is you can have 3 game changer cards. We won't go over the entire list, but that's the big thing you need to worry about. 4 is just like no restrictions, go at it. And then 5 is CEDH. What do you think about this bracket system?
I don't know. It's fine, but I did read people that technically you could abuse the system because you could build like a bracket 1 deck that's really good.
100%. Yeah. I don't know quite like how this will work. I like how we'll incentivize the rule 0 talk, but what I think is weird is that like the higher you go, the less restrictions there are. Like the people who have been playing a lot, it's like, oh, you don't need to care about this. But the person who's like, I'm brand new to Magic, I just bought my first precon. These are the rules. Don't do this, don't do this, don't have this card, and don't have this card. When they're like, I don't even know what Magic is. What are you telling me about? Where I was thinking, like, if they did like a point system, like Canadian Highlander, then the more experienced you are, the more into Magic you are, the more you got to worry about, okay, how many points do I have? I got to add this up. We're kind of already doing this in our boats. Whereas, like, if you just bought a pre-con for your first time ever, you don't care about points. You're just like, I got nothing,
Right.
So it seems a little odd to me that it's like the restrictions are like, you got to know all these things if you're new. And if you aren't, don't worry about it.
Well, I mean, if they're new and you just say, hey, you got a precon? Okay,
That's,
put them to 2.
Yeah, for sure. But it just seems like here's all these rules we need to enforce that you need to know of when you're just starting out.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like whatever. Basically, all of our decks fall in the 4 or 5 range anyway. So.
Right. Yeah, we're 3, 4, and 5 for sure. Yeah, and we've already known that. Like when we play our like commander, like after 2 or 3 games, we're like, all right, 4th game, we're going to go for really high power. All right, let's do our busted deck.
Right.
We already know to kind of match make. But that's just for like. That's what I'm saying. Is like it doesn't matter for the people who are like enfranchised into it. So it's just seems a little odd.
They also, I guess, spoiled the face commander for the Final Fantasy decks, and I am pumped for Final Fantasy. I will be getting at least 2 of these decks because I love those games. So why don't you tell us which ones they are?
Yeah, so they're doing these decks per game, but don't worry if your favorite game's not on there. They said the entire set spans all of Final Fantasy, but for the Commander decks, they're doing Final Fantasy 6, 7, 10, and 14. You want to talk about the guys or like?
Wait, 14?
I know 14 is going to be one of them.
Isn't it the MMO one?
I think so. I don't know. I didn't play too much.
They didn't do like 9. I thought it said 9, but it's 14.
Dude, 9 would be. That's my favorite, dude. That's. I'm a little hurt. Where's 9? But
yeah, I mean, I like 7 and 10. So like, I'll play Cloud and I'll play.
Yeah, those two always. They had to do 7 and 10. Like those are what the normies know. Come on,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, 6 and 14 is a little bit of stretch. I wonder if 14 is like the newest one. Like it's not the MMO, it's just the newer
Well,
one.
no, the newest one's 16.
Okay, 14 might be the MMO then.
I'm pretty
That's
sure it is
interesting.
because 15 is the
Mm-hmm.
the other one I played. So
Interesting. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, the 14 is really popular, so like the MMO is really popular. So maybe there's some cool story in there. I haven't played it that much, so.
Yeah. Yeah. I know the MMO is pretty popular. So
But I'm pumped for that set. But we have a set in between that, right? Like, isn't there another standard set first?
yeah, it'll be Dragonstorm
Yeah.
Tarkir. Yep.
Which hopefully that's good. I liked all the other 2 tiers.
Yeah, like we were saying before, I don't know if they're going to go wedges, because that would be cool, but there weren't wedges when the dragons came. That was like the cons of Tarkir, and this is Dragonstorm. Who knows? I'm sure it will be kind of like a remastered in a way. You know, it's just kind of a mumble jumble of
Let's
everything.
reprint Dragonstorm into standard.
If they don't
So
have that on like the guest list, special guest list or something, they have to. Come on.
All right. So now let's play a little game here. Let's see if you can guess the top 5 cards of, I think it's 5th edition this week. So see if you
Oh
can guess
no.
them here. So
What
do you know any of the cards in 5th edition off the top of your head that are worth a bunch of money?
do I even know any 5th edition cards?
I mean, you play with them in Commander, so like you would know them, but
Man. Right. It's like 5th, 6th, and like 7th. They all look the same. I don't know. They're still white bordered. So they have to be reprints, right? They're all reprints from the
yeah,
past.
because it's a core set. It's all
It's a
reprints.
core
Yeah.
set. That's what they did back in the day, core sets. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What would they reprint that would be reasonable that was not in Chronicles?
Right.
Maybe they were also in Chronicles. This is honestly the most shot in the dark I'll ever be, I think, from this. I don't know.
Okay, well, the number one is a popular mana rock in Commander.
Popular mana rock. Mm-hmm. Man, I'm trying to think of any mana rocks that was like not 2 mana ones. It's got to be. Oh, it's Mana Vault, 100%.
Yeah, Mana
Yep.
Vault.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
$70 right now.
Yes.
All right, the number 2 card is a green enchantment played in like every deck.
Sylvan Library was.
Yep, that was
Okay.
in 5th edition as
Okay.
well. So in Library.
Interesting.
Let's see. The next one is a land that I don't like, but some people do.
City of Brass.
Yeah, City of Brass.
This was in Chronicles though. Like I'm getting those two mixed up now.
Let's see. The next one is a black enchantment that everybody plays.
Necropotence?
Yep, Necropotence. And let's see. The 5th one here is a 1 mana wheel spell.
Winds of Change?
Yep.
Nice. Wow, that is. How expensive is that?
$11.
$11. Not bad. Not bad.
Necropotence is 14, City of Brass 15, Sylvan Library
Yeah.
25, Mana Vault 70. There's a whole bunch at 10, like Game of Chaos, Winter Orb, Birds of Paradise, Ankh of Mishra, Armageddon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm non-core sets, and I'm not cut up on watching my podcast of the resleevables. Anybody watches that, they go over old sets. We're not in fifth. I'm not in 5th edition yet. All right.
All right. Well, let's do the set review. Let's go.
Set review. On to blue. Start with the Mind Spring Merfolk. It's a 1 mana, 1/1 Merfolk wizard. Hold up. It's got exhaust though. X blue tap, draw X cards. Put a +1/+1 counter on each Merfolk creature you control. This is a 1-drop.
So it's literally what the name is. It's a Mind Spring on a Merfolk.
Sure, yeah.
The exhaust is Mind Spring, so for you also get 1/1s in all your Merfolk.
Yeah, 1/1 counters. That seems really good.
Seems dope in a Merfolk deck.
Merfolk typal deck and EDH for sure. But even
It's
like
it's solid and limited because like this is kind of a slower format so far.
okay, yeah,
So
just drawing
it's
cards.
drawing cards in general is good in this format.
Yeah, yeah. This seems like a very solid card.
All right,
Yay,
next
Merfolk.
yeah, next up we got Mu Yangling, the Wind Rider. It's 2 blue for a 2/4 legendary creature, human wizard pilot. When this enters, you make a 3/2 colorless vehicle artifact token with crew 1. All vehicles you control have flying, and whenever one or more creatures you control with flying deal combat damage to a player, you draw a card.
I like how this doesn't need to care about vehicles
No,
with
it
it.
doesn't.
The draw card from flying, that's awesome to build around because this is a legendary. Make this a commander, flying commander, birds, whatever.
Yeah, I was thinking like you could put this in the 99 as like just a flying deck already that you
Mm-hmm.
have, like the birds one.
Mm-hmm.
You could put this in a vehicles deck just to give your vehicles flying, because there's like a blue white vehicles deck out there too. I mean, or you could build this itself and then you could put vehicles or just flyers in however you want. The 3/2
Mm-hmm.
colorless artifact with crew 1 is whatever. It's good for limited, but like
Yeah.
in commander, it's
I'm
like whatever. Like
I'm thinking you can go like a token route, or like whenever you create a token, draw a card or some whatever
yeah,
that is. They're like it's an artifact. So maybe you can flicker this, make artifact ETPs.
sack
Then
it to
you're also
KCI or something.
yeah, but you're also dealing with flying though too, so that's a little interesting. Maybe this, yeah. Well, you're definitely pigeonholed into mono blue if you put this as a commander. So this is probably better in the 99 of a flying deck
Yeah,
more
or
than a
even the
token
vehicle
deck.
deck too would be good in there. I think
Right? Yeah, yeah. A
so.
vehicle deck.
Both of those.
Yeah, it's a decent card there. Card draw's been premium. Move on to Possession Engine. It's a 3 blue for a 5/5 vehicle. It's got crew 3. And then when this vehicle enters, gain control of target creature and opponent controls for as long as you control this vehicle. That creature can't attack or block for as long as you control this vehicle. Okay. So you don't really gain, you pacify him, basically.
Basically. But he's on your board,
And he can crew. Okay, he can crew.
so you can crew this. You
Yeah.
can crew other stuff. You
Yeah.
can
Okay.
sack the creature to some other effect.
Right, right, right. Yeah, dude, like
It's
what
okay. I mean, it's a 5/5 with a gate control on it.
yeah. What I guess this is like for commander purposes, you want to hit the commanders. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's always
Steal their
fun.
commanders so they can't use them because you just have them on your board. You can use their
Yep.
abilities. So,
Stealing a commander is usually always way better than killing it because they can't recast their commander again.
yep.
It's like that. I got to deal with it myself. So yeah, I mean, it also seems pretty decent and limited. Like,
Oh, yeah. It's a bomb and limited. Like,
yeah,
you
okay,
just steal their best thing.
yep.
Especially this set has been going to the later games, so the big green stompy stuff has been good. So
Mm,
it's like just being
mhm.
able to steal like their 9/7. It just now they can't swing at you with it. Like,
Yeah, yeah. For like standard purposes, 5 is a bit much, but it is removal basically. So it's like removal and a little bit of tempo. So I could
yep.
see it working out.
Next up, we got the repurposing bay. There's 2 and a blue for an artifact. It has pay 2, tap, sacrifice it, search your library for an artifact card with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrifice artifact's mana value. Put that card on the battlefield, then shuffle. So this is like Birthing Pod for
This is birthing
artifacts.
pod. This is going to be broken, right?
I mean, if you build your deck in the right way, yeah.
Yeah. Oh
But
yeah.
it's
Well,
also like building a commander deck around this effect is like whatever. It's weird, like because it's not a legendary or anything. Like you just have to find it.
that's same with birthing pod, but birthing pod commander decks are pretty insane. I guess they already have like the birthing pod commander, like Yisan or whatever.
Right.
They already have that. So this is the first artifact one. But there's got to be like chains you can do again.
You also can only do it at sorcery speed, which is a little annoying, but
Yes, yeah. Well, would have been nice is like you block and then sack on the block, because you can always do those combat tricks.
mhm.
That's probably why they didn't do that. But yeah, I'm excited to play with this.
I'm
This
sure
seems
there's
great.
I'm sure there's some stupid constructed format that's gonna break it, but
Right. Yeah. Modern. Going to look at it modern, maybe legacy. That seems like a fun little tool. All right. Next, we got the River Churn Monument. 1 in a blue for an artifact. You can pay 1, tap it to activate this ability. Any number of target players each mill 2 cards. Okay, so you target them. Okay. Exhaust, 2 blue, tap. Any number of target players each mill cards equal to the number of cards in their graveyard. Nice.
so it's hoses graveyard decks because you can just mill them out. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I
This
lost to it once in limited, so you can be done, but it's hard.
this is more of feeling yourself.
I feel like it could be good if you're in like a mill as a mill out in Commander if you have ways to
Oh yeah.
flicker this because you can keep exhausting it then.
Yeah, that's the fun thing with exhaust is flickering it, or if you can sacrifice it and replay it from the graveyard. I think this is a great tool for those mill decks. Anybody who's playing mill, I mean, I haven't seen anybody play mill in my play
Yeah, I
group.
mean it's still decent if you need self mill too because you can just mill yourself 2 cards for 1.
Right, yeah. But the exhaust ability is pretty intense.
Yeah,
Like I can fill up a graveyard pretty dang fast myself in
yeah.
my
I'm saying
Sadissi
you're
deck.
playing like Sadissi or something. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
how many cards are in there? You got 30. All right,
And
mill 30.
crap load. Yeah. That's another fun tool. There's been some fun tools in blue.
Next up, we got a fun one. It's Thopter Fabricator,
Mm-hmm.
which is 2 in a blue for a 4/4 artifact vehicle with flying. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, you create a 1/1 Thopter with flying, and it has true too.
There's my question I had from last episode. Where's my little Thopters?
Yeah, and this makes you Thopters.
There we go. There we go.
It's a Thopter Fabricator. It definitely fabricates them.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunate. I mean, it's only whenever you draw your second card.
Yeah,
I feel like they have been on a train when saying like whenever anybody draws their second card, but those cards have tend to be very busted. So I wonder if they're
yeah.
just like,
I mean, plus like
let's tone it
and
back.
it's so you can only do it once on your turn, so you do it,
Mm-hmm.
you draw 2. But if you could draw 2 on your opponent's turn, you can get another Thopter. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Flying 4/4.
it's good in the
Yeah.
cycling deck in limited,
Yeah, yeah,
the blue red cycling deck.
for sure. All right, next we have the Unstoppable Plan. 2 in a blue for an enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, untap all non-land permanents you control.
Seems fantastic in Commander for blue.
Yeah.
Because blue always
Really
wants their lands untapped.
need something like this, like Seedborn Muse? Or
It's virtually an F in limited. Like, don't play it. It's like,
oh gosh, yeah.
but it's great in Commander for
Oh
blue.
my gosh. Did we need Wilderness Reclamation in blue?
No, but I almost want to build a mono blue deck of the next guy that we're going to talk about and put this in it. It's like,
Oh man. Is this like an Avengers poster look to you too? Like
I mean, it's a Jace, and I don't even know who else is on there.
he's mind controlling teams for his plan.
Oh, what the heck?
He interrupted the race and came up with this plan to like this dragon came down and Chandra and the masked girl needed to fight it. Jace is always involved.
Weird.
You know. Him and his mind control.
All
All right,
right.
what's this card?
Next up is the card I want to put the deck on. I might build if I build mono blue. It's
Ooh.
Vinwix, the verbose host. I think it's Vinwix. I don't know. One and a blue for a 0/4 legendary creature homunculus. And it starts your engines. So you start your speed. You have no maximum hand side. And if you get to max speed, if you would draw a card, you draw 2 cards instead. So just draw your deck.
Yeah, those tend to be very powerful. Brainstorm, draw
Yep.
6 cards, put 2 back for
Yep.
1 mana.
Yep. You
uh,
just got to have some ways to up your speed. Well, I guess not
yeah,
really. You just need to be able to get in because this starts your engines. So as long as
yeah,
you got flyers to get in.
yep. What was interesting too with start your engines is I learned that it's a trigger whenever you put up a speed. So if you have Stronic Resonator or something that copies a trigger, you get to copy it and go up a speed.
I did not know that. That's crazy. Or you
So
could stifle it.
you could stifle it too. Yeah.
That's funny. All right.
So you can maybe build around that. I don't know, in a way. Have some triggers
I'm just
going
like,
on.
if you're in mono blue and you have that untap thing, you're just like, all right, I can play out whatever I want in my hand, and then I'm going to have all my lands untapped so that I can play counter spells. So, seems good.
You have that blue enchantment. It's like Teferi's Hand is basically whenever you draw a card, draw 2 cards.
Yeah. I mean, when I build this, I don't know if I'm going to build the just draw your deck win with Thassa's Oracle, or if I would just do like, whenever you draw a card, do this, and just have all shit like that.
Yeah. Just value.
Mm-hmm. Maybe throw that circle in there just in case, but
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem too bad. I'm interested in limited. I guess it does have start your engines.
Yeah, in limited, it's only good in the cycling deck, I think.
Right. Yeah.
Because you just get to start your engines up by like pinging him with the thing that's whenever you cycle, it pings one, and then you get the max speed, and then every time you cycle, you draw 2 cards. That seems good. So
yeah. And then last but not least, we have Waxen Shape Thief. 3 and a blue for a 0/0 shapeshifter. It's got flash. And then you may have this creature enter as a copy of an artifact or creature you control. And it's got cycling too. It was all looking good until it said you control.
It's clone with flash, and I think clone is still just better than this.
Clone can target opponents.
Yeah.
That's why you play clone.
Do you give up the target opponents for flash and cycling 2?
Cycling 2 really good. The you control is pretty bad.
It's like a C level card in limited, because you just copy whatever your best thing on the board is. But
yeah, so like you control is kind of what we call like win more. It's like you need to have your good card first, and then this will help your good card be even better. But you could have just already had another copy of your good card and win with that. You didn't really need to win more, is the Magic term jargon.
Maybe in Commander, if you're trying to build a whole deck of clones or something. But
you really need this one specific guy.
Yeah.
No one else runs it. I'm not even sure what you need, but all right, I got a jank combo for you today.
What is the jank combo?
We're going to be comboing off with Samut, the Driving Force.
What is the new card?
This is a new card. I'll have to read her. 3 red, green, white. So Anaya Commander, legendary creature, human warrior, cleric. So 6 mana, 4/5, first strike, vigilance, haste, because Samut just loves her keywords. She's got start your engines, and then other creatures you control get +X, +0, where X is your speed. But the main thing we're going to be doing, the combo part, non-creature spells you cast cost X less to cast, where X is your speed. Well, we're going to need max speed. So once you're at max speed,
it has a setup cost, this combo. You got to get max speed.
You got to have max speed with Samut. So your non-creature spells are going to cost 4 less. But what you could do is with Sprout Swarm is the combo card. 1 in a green, instant. It's got Convoke. It's got Buyback 3. And it says put a sapling, 1/1 sapling creature token into play. So if you already had max speed 4, then you can just keep going away. You just play Sprout Swarm for 1 green, already pays for the buyback, and then you can convoke your sapling to replay Sprout Swarm and make a sapling. Already have that 4 for the buyback, and just keep going. You make infinite tapped saplings. What's kind of nice is you could build it up. If you like your non-creatures, I guess you need speed. No, you need max speed. But once you get there with just Sprout Swarm, 1 card and your 99 of Samut will get you infinite saplings.
Nice. All right, my crazy card this week is Alaborn Zealot. It is a 1 white for a 1/1 soldier from Portal's Second Age. It says, if it blocks, destroy both Alaborn Zealot and the creature it blocks.
But the main part, she's got a gun.
She's got a gun.
She's got a gun. Is this magic? I mean, where'd guns come from?
Apparently magic, because people were like, wait, the Wild West, they have guns? No, they had guns in Magic before, apparently. But it's also crazy because it's worded weird and it's old card.
Yeah. Old card.
Like, it even says destroy both creature before damage is dealt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? So you just block, we're both dead. Like, so if you block a trampler, we're both dead. Doesn't trample.
Both creatures before you deal even the damage.
Yeah.
Even before first strike. This can't get messed up by first strike.
It's like, what?
No. It's the gun, bro.
Yeah, it's the gun.
I got a gun.
Shoots you before you
I got a gun. So actually, in Portal, there's a whole sort of this clan called Alaborn. They all have guns. So there's an Alaborn Cavalier who's got a gun, a guy with a gun on a horse. And then you got the Alaborn Musketeer. Of course, he's got a gun. But a little interesting fact. I don't think they've ever gone back to guns. Maybe Warhammer 40K, yeah, they've got guns, but
I think Outlaws did too.
Outlaws? Okay, sure. Yeah, but they were they like
well, they had like futuristic guns.
Yeah,
like,
they're not like these muskets.
Yeah.
Funny. It's a good one.
All right, so again, if you want to pick up any of these cards, use them using our TCG Player affiliate link, which can be found in the show notes and on our website, mtgplace.net.
Yeah, and you can help support the show, as we said, on patreon.com, where we got different tiers of involvements, different perks. If you want to just come hang out, talk with us, we got a Discord. It's for free. Come chill, hang out with us. We talk about Magic there.
Yeah, we also got like almost daily videos, or at least every other day, of content on our YouTube channel. So if you'd like to subscribe on there, plus you'll be notified when all of our videos and podcasts are released. Thanks for listening. Bye, everybody.
Peace.